Hey team, welcome to this 30-day video challenge where I'm going to release 30 games in 30 days. These games are games that you can play with your team at any time. Some of them include skills, some of them include conditioning, and honestly, some of them are just tag games that you can play with your team. So make sure you tune in every single day this month where I'm going to release a new video with a brand new game. And before we get started, I'm Coach Hart, this is Building Better Baseball, and this is the best place for baseball education. So let's get into this 30-day video challenge. I'm super excited to bring you these games. Let's get started. Hey team, welcome to day 24 of this 30-day challenge. And today's game is another tag game that you can do for some conditioning at the end of practice. It's called Superstar Fitness Tag. And in PE class, I actually do superhero, like Iron Man and Thor and Captain America, but this is going to be Superstar Fitness Tag, where we're going to do 4 stars of the MLB. So for ages, I would say the younger ages, as with all tag games, I think the younger grades would have more fun with it for conditioning. The older grades, maybe not so much. The equipment, you're not going to need any equipment. You're just going to have the taggers running around. Where you're going to play, as with all tag games, I would say play in the infield and contain them in the infield. If you have a bigger team, you can say even extend it out to the dirt, but I would say contain them in a certain area just so they're not running all the way around the field. And how you play is you're going to have a superstar at each base. So let's say that this one, and I'm just going to name 4 superstars. You could literally name anybody in the MLB. You could do 4 players from your team, from your hometown. You could literally do anybody from the MLB. So let's say that first base is Mike Trout. Let's say that second base is Ohtani. Let's say that home plate is Jose Ramirez, and this is Juan Soto. So the one thing that you're going to have to do for this is to print out maybe a picture. This game will go really well if you print out a picture of those 4 players that you're going to do. That way you can have it at the base, and I'll explain how it works in a second. But if you have the picture of the person at the base, or even the name at the base, to designate where your players should go when they get tagged, and the taggers are going to be those people. So if I'm a tagger and I have Shohei Ohtani, I'm either going to have a picture of him carrying, I'm going to have his name on me, or some way to designate me as the tagger as Shohei Ohtani. So how this game works is you're going to have 4 taggers, okay? So let's say tagger 1, tagger 2, tagger 3, tagger 4. And each one of them is going to represent these players. So let's say that this one is Ohtani, this one's Soto, and then boom, boom, right? So each of the 4 taggers are going to represent those players. As everybody is running around and being tagged, let's say that this one is Mike Trout and this person tags this person right here. So if they get tagged by Mike Trout, they would now go to this first base area and they would do the exercise that is posted at that area. So you're going to have 4 exercises that they can do when they get tagged. So let's say that Mike Trout is push-ups, 10 push-ups, right? So if you get tagged by the tagger who is Mike Trout, you're going to go to first base, the Mike Trout area, and you would do that exercise, which is 10 push-ups. Let's say that Shohei Ohtani is 10 jumping jacks or 20 jumping jacks. Then if you get tagged by the tagger representing Ohtani, you would go to second base, you would do your 20 jumping jacks, and then you would come back into the game. Let's say that Soto is sit-ups and then Ramirez is holding a plank for 30 seconds, you know? So if you get tagged by those taggers representing those players, then you would go to that area and do that exercise, hence the name fitness tag, right? And then once you're done with those exercises, you come back in and you start playing the game again. So that's basically it for the Superstar Fitness Tag. Is you're going to have 4 major league players or just popular players that your players know, and each of the 4 taggers is going to represent those players. And if a person gets tagged by that tagger, they need to go to that area of the superstar player and do the exercise that is associated with that. I would say maybe every 2 or 3 minutes you switch taggers just so everybody gets to experience being a tagger. And you could choose any players that you want. You could choose any exercises that you want. Make sure you keep them contained in the infield just so they're not running around everywhere. And like I said, the one thing that you are going to have to do is you're going to have to either print a picture or print a name of the MLB player just so the players know if I get tagged by someone, I look at their picture or I look at their name and I know where to go to do that exercise. that's day 24. This is just another tag game that you can do for conditioning at the end of each practice. It's Superstar Fitness Tag, so hopefully you enjoyed that. We are coming back tomorrow for day 25. I'll bring you a brand new game. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed today's game, and I hope I explained it in a way that you understand and that you can explain it to your team so you can incorporate it into your practices. This is just another game that you can add to your practice plans to have some fun during your practices with your youth baseball team. Before you go, don't forget to grab your free 2-hour practice plan. I made it just for you to help you out in your practice plans. And in the description below, you'll also see a free baseball equipment sizing guide. There's how to get more playing time. There's how to do batting practice. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I made for you for free. Be sure to grab it before you go. It's all down in the description. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember, this is Building Better Baseball. I'm Coach Hart, and I'll see you next time.